While Prime Minister Modi is in the Maoist hotbed of Dantewada in Chhattisgarh, the state Home Minister has made a sensational claim. Amid reports of alleged kidnapping by Naxals, the state Home Minister has said that 300 BJP workers have been abducted by Maoists in Dantewada. RS Paikra told Headlines today that the workers have been abducted to prevent them from attending the Prime Minister's rally. Reacting to reports of kidnapping, the state police clarified earlier, saying that 6 labourers had been abducted by Maoists yesterday. Police say that yesterday's abductions are not related to the Prime Minister's Chhattisgarh visit.
देखिए, जो जानकारी आ रही है अभी, जो यहाँ पर कार्यक्रम में शामिल होने आ रहे थे ग्रामीण जन और कार्यकर्ता, उनमें से 300 लोगों को उतार दिया गया है उनके साधनों से, ताकि कार्यक्रम में न पहुंच सके। इस तरह का इन्होंने बहिष्कार किया था कार्यक्रम में जाने का, और इसलिए अगवा किया गया है। ऐसी जानकारी अभी तक आई है और जानकारी का पता कर रहे हैं।
And earlier we spoke to Chhattisgarh Home Minister Ram Sevak Paikra. Here's what he had to say.
I don't have any independent sources of information, but what would have happened is that some villagers wanting to come to attend the rally or the meeting being organized by the Prime Minister, for the Prime Minister, they were probably intercepted or not allowed to proceed. Something like that would have happened. The word abduction, I don't think is the correct word. What would have happened is that they were prevented from attending the PM's rally. So maybe it was 100 kilometers away or what, I don't know. It depends on the distance and the location. So, I mean, villagers being prevented at some point from attending the PM's rally, I'm not really surprised about it. Abduction sounds inappropriate. I don't think you can abduct, you can abduct 4 people, 5 people. You can't abduct 300 or 400 people. That doesn't happen.
ऐसा है कि इसमें फोर्स वहाँ लगी है, वो भी जानकारी मिली है, तुरंत मैं उतरा हूँ, चीजों में जानकारी मिली, लेकिन हमारी फोर्स बहुत ही बहादुरी के साथ काम कर रही है, क्योंकि यह समस्या साल, 2 साल, 10 साल, 15 साल की नहीं है, 50 वर्षों की समस्या है। लेकिन इस समस्या से भी देश को निजात दिलाने के लिए अधिकतम जो भी प्रयत्न है वो किया जा रहा है और इस देश को निजात मिलेगी।
लेकिन जो लोग अगवा किए गए हैं उनकी बात करें,
फोर्स लगी है ना, फोर्स है।
All right, for more, let's get a word from Jugal Purohit, who's with us on the phone line from Dantewada. Jugal, these claims being made by the state government saying that 300 BJP workers had been abducted ahead of Prime Minister Modi's rally have been dismissed by the state police. What's happening on the ground there?
Well, Simi, on the ground there is absolute chaos and total confusion with regards to the facts of the case. What we have is a rather funny scenario where the state police, where the senior officers of the state police are going on record addressing our concerns, queries on this so-called abduction. They're saying that only 6 laborers were picked up by the Maoists late last night, taken to their strongholds, and this morning, according to the police, the villagers themselves went in to plead to the Maoists to release those laborers who were abducted in the first place. Now we have a scenario where immediately after Prime Minister Modi's speech is completed and when the dignitaries are leaving, we have the Chhattisgarh Home Minister, who is incidentally the boss of the state police. He goes on record to say that 400 BJP workers have been abducted in the same region. Now, we had him on Headlines today. We did seek clarification, but he was not able to provide any. And right now, as I said, as a result of which there is complete chaos, there is confusion, and obviously an element of panic setting in some quarters at least over this development, because one doesn't know just whom to speak and whom not to speak and whom to trust and whom not to.
Absolutely.
So that's what's happening on the ground, and it's a very critical phase, because after the last 3, 4, 5 days that we've seen everything converging in Dantewada from all the possible districts, be it the police, be it the administration. Today, after the rally, they are all going back into their original places from where they came here.
Right.
So a lot of movement is going on, and at that time, this lack of clarity obviously isn't helping.
Absolutely, Jugal. We're going to come back to you in just a bit and ask you to explain these pictures that we're seeing on our screens of roads being blocked in Sukma. Let's also get a word from Kamaljeet Sandhu, who's with us live from the national capital. Kamaljeet, what's the Union Home Ministry saying about this?
Well, Simi, there is definitely a conflict as far as what the state government and the state police are saying. They're obviously contradicting each other. The Ministry of Home Affairs seeks a report from Chhattisgarh police, and they're obviously going behalf of what the police is telling Home Ministry. The version is obviously that only 6 people have been abducted. They're the ones who had gone to construct a bridge in Tongpal area in Sukma region. That's what they were abducted from. They're saying this entire theory about 300 to 400 villagers being picked up, whether being BJP workers or otherwise, is simply not true. What could perhaps be true, then they say, is a possibility, is the point that these particular people were prevented from going to the rally. And perhaps the mark that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi had gone to a Maoist infested region to make this entire speech, a big rally ahead of its first year. This is something which was a posturing by the BJP, but definitely the enthusiasm we saw on the ground, and definitely what has been reflected of the Home Minister's own comment saying that 300 BJP workers have been abducted is obviously going way beyond of what the police is saying. So obviously the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. The right hand obviously doesn't know what the left hand is doing. Absolutely. But this is also about political posturing. Ministry of Home Affairs says they really don't want to comment anything on the Home Minister's own remark there in Chhattisgarh. They say this is a part of political posturing. They will go by what the state police has told MHA.
Right, so massive confusion on the ground. The state police says that 300 BJP workers have not been abducted, but the state home minister says that they have been. Meanwhile, the Union Home Ministry has also sought a report from the police. Jugal and Kamal, thanks so much for that update.